Yes. We yesterday we did 5 systems. You missed 2 classes. We have done 5 systems: digestive system, respiratory system, cardiovascular system, endocrine system, and there's one more system we have done. Okay, just go through the videos and go through the manual.
Okay.
In manual we have chapter 28, anatomy.
Chapter 28.
Chapter 28, anatomy. We have done digestive, respiratory, cardiovascular, endocrine, and nervous system.
Is the page 28? Chapter 28. Okay.
Chapter 28, page number, I guess, from 148 or something like that.
Okay. Already go through this this all system.
Go through digestive system, respiratory system,
Cardiovascular,
endocrine,
and nervous.
yes. 5 systems we have done. Okay, we have not done the skeletal system and muscular system,
Okay.
which we will do tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Just go through the video and yes, go through the video and the manual.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yes. Today we will start the Vinyasa practice. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes. If you go back to the history of yoga, we had 4 different eras: pre-classical, classical, post-classical, and modern era. Yes? Do you remember that? Yes. So in pre-classical, what happened? The Vedic books, the Upanishads, all those came into existence. Mahabharata came into existence. In classical era, Patanjali came and he read all the pre-classical books and he prepared a book. He prepared a Bible of Patanjali Yoga Sutra in classical era. In next era, the post-classical era, Swami Swatmaram came into existence and he prepared his own book, Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Okay, so altogether 2 manuals were prepared by 2 people. The one is Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the other one is Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Now what happened in modern era? Everyone followed different gurus, the sant, the sage. Someone went with the Jesus, someone went with Mother Mary, someone went with sage Patanjali, someone went with Swami Swatmaram. In modern era, there were some more gurus like Swami Vivekananda. He started traveling. Then T. Krishnamacharya, he opened a school in Mysore. T. Krishnamacharya opened a school in Mysore, which is in South India, he got some students, and out of those students, one was K. Pattabi Joyce. The other fellow was B.K.S. Iyengar, again in South. Now I'm writing those two names because these two names are very famous in the yoga world, in the spiritual world. They are the major person who gave an exposure to yoga practice to the Western world. Now after Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Shivananda, these people also started traveling to the West. Now these two students are of T. Krishnamacharya. Now T. Krishnamacharya is a teacher and K. Pattabi Joyce and B.K.S. Iyengar are the student. So this was in late 90s. Somewhere around in 1989, this was the scenario. Now today in 2022, you two are the students and I'm the teacher. You can say that. So likewise, I am in India and you are in West. No matter you are also Asia, from the Asian country. Yes. So the scenario is somewhat same. What happened in late 90s, the same is happening in late 20s now. Now here, Teacher Conti is very lucky that I got some dynamic students like you. Now you are more dynamic than me. You can perform some advanced poses and you are the advanced practitioner. In same way, K. Pattabi Joyce was very lucky. So he created a style, Astanga Style. It is also called Mysore style. He was very lucky fellow in terms of students. The sun salutation which was there with 12 asanas, he reduced that sun salutation. And he reduced the number of asanas. In regular sun salutation, we go step back, one leg at a time. In the classical sun salutation, classical Hatha style sun salutation, we go prayer pose, arms up, forward fold, right leg back and left leg back. But what this fellow did, he gave a dynamic movement. He asked his students to jump back. Rather than stepping back, he gave a jump back sequence. So jump back, jump in, jump through your body. So he gave some dynamic movement to his practice and he gave the name Astanga Style. And in that Astanga style, he created two sun salutations, Surya Namaskara A and B. Surya Namaskara A and B. Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B. And then he created, in simple words, I will say he created a sequences, like a song. I will say a song. And he gave a name to those songs: primary sequence, intermediate sequence, and advanced sequence. And then advance A, advance B, advance C, and advance D. So altogether he created 7 to 8 flow. That flow is nothing but the Astanga style. Now everyone was not comfortable with his choreography. I will say everyone was not comfortable. Some students were able to do the asana which he created in a flow, and some students were not comfortable to follow his sequence, because the sequence which are prepared by K. Pattabi Joyce, we cannot break that sequence. So for an example, primary sequence which is there in the manual, we are not doing Astanga over here, Astanga style, but we have jumped into the Vinyasa style. But let me tell you that primary sequence, some of the asanas, some students are not comfortable to perform that asanas. So the thumb rule in Astanga is, if you're not comfortable in any particular asana, you have to come back to the zero level. You have to come back to the zero level means you have to again start the sequence with Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B, and then the primary sequence. So in every choreography, K. Pattabi Joyce, the first sequence is Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B, then the primary series. The second one is Surya Namaskara A, Surya Namaskara B, then the intermediate sequence. Then the third choreography, the third song, Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B, and the advanced sequence. So whenever you fail to perform that asana, he used to ask, okay, you're not comfortable to do the tortoise pose, Kurmasana, or you're not comfortable to do the Halasana, come back to zero level and start again. So some students were not happy with the sequences. I would means that might be the scenario. Okay, so it depends from body to body, person to person. Okay, so someone will follow Michael Jackson, someone will follow Jennifer Lopez, or someone will follow Shakira. Everyone have their own style. So what happened? Then the Vinyasa flow came into existence. Then the Vinyasa flow came into picture. This fellow, he was not so lucky BKS Iyengar. So he created a prop yoga and he gave a name Iyengar Style. See, understand the scenario. Teacher is same. Here, for the both students, teacher is same. Teacher have taught Hatha style. T. Krishnamacharya, for both the students, he has taught Hatha style. But the scenario changed with the students. K. Pattabi Joyce, he created his own style and he gave a name Mysore style. BKS Iyengar created his own style and he said Iyengar style. Now today the scenario will be different. Yap will create her own style and Esther will create her own style. No matter we are following the same legacy, we are following the same legacy, we are following the same asanas, but the way you perform will be different. Because I am different, Yap is different, Esther is different, K. Pattabi Joyce is different, and BKS Iyengar is different. So every finger is different. So everyone thought is different. No matter we are taking the same legacy to the next generation. So here some students were not comfortable and they created their own style and they gave a name Vinyasa flow. Vinyasa flow. Vinyasa. There are two words. Vinyasa. Vinyasa means to keep it in a certain way. To keep it in a certain way. I'll release that. I'll delete the top portion. Vinyasa flow means to keep it in a certain way. What to keep? The asanas.
Sir, sorry, are you reading any others? Because I only see the Vinyasa flow to keep it in the certain way, this word.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. I thought it's my computer problem.
My keypad is not working now. Vinyasa flow. To keep it in a certain way. Oops, my keypad is bothering me. Now what to keep? Okay, I will tell you verbally to keep it in a certain way. What to keep? To keep the asanas. So the first point is we have to keep the asanas in a certain way. Shall I restart my PC? I will restart my PC.